Yeah, I don't think that I've had too many formal sit downs and initiated formal discussions with my kids. I think it obviously depends on the age, right, as well. So when they're younger, in their early teens, 12 to 15, it's not as top of your mind, and it's not something that comes up because they're doing different things. They're playing more sport and not going to as many parties. Because both my boys are in all boys schools, there's also no real incentive for them to just do anything else but sport and hang out with their mates, right? So I haven't really initiated it and made it a formal process, but I think what I do, regardless of the fact that, whether it's drugs and alcohol or any particular topic, we encourage, or I encourage, and my wife as well, encourage open conversation all the time. So I think it's probably for us, it's more about having those open types of conversations and introducing strategies around ensuring that they're willing and able to come to us and have those kind of discussions if they see something happening with their friends or whether they have any particular questions.
One of the things that I've found really helpful when these subjects come up is to talk honestly and to share my lived experience. Not to over sensationalize my experience, not to be all, oh yeah, it was great, it was nostalgic and this, that and the other. I found that seeing the boys' dad do that and the impact that had on the way they perceived alcohol and drugs, it really didn't sit well with me. So when the subject would come up and it would be me and them having a conversation, I would try to talk as honestly as possible about my experiences and also the social pressures, my anxiety around it when I was a teenager, and also what I thought my experience would be with drugs and alcohol, and then what it actually was and what the repercussions were of that. Yeah, and I really found sharing my humanness with my kids made the information I was sharing more accessible to them to understand and identify with. I have a healthcare background, so for me, a lot of the information I used science facts. I used, really, really good solid stuff that wasn't my information. It was evidence-based information, and I would share it with them because my boys love facts. They love science. They love that sort of thing. So approaching it from that way was really helpful as far as interesting facts, the body can only process 10 grams of alcohol per hour. It's a healthy adult liver, which they were like, oh, well, grams, but alcohol's a liquid, so we got into that sort of science stuff as well, which they really absorbed. And then they had that information of, oh, well, if the body can't process that much, then, they kind of got an understanding of what that would mean for their own intake.